So in this video, I will be sharing with you the main obstacles that are keeping us from actually applying, actually taking action. Whatever it is that we want, it needs action. It's not just that life's just gonna, I don't know, just some things is just gonna happen. No, we need to apply the things that we learn. So this is a follow-up video from my previous. So the previous video that I did, I talked about the basically 80% of your life. What if 80% of your life was applying, taking action, practicing practices, techniques, and just taking action in the world, or doing inner work, which is a big part of action. It's a huge part of action. Inner work, releasing, letting go, shadow work, trauma work, emotional repression work, doing work with your limiting beliefs. So that's a huge part of action. And so I talked about like 80% of applying and 20% learning information. But what most of us do is 80% of the time we're consuming information, maybe even 90% of the time, 95% of the time we're just consuming information. Really, it's just entertainment. It's a coping mechanism for us. And maybe 5% of the time we apply. We just, oh, let me just try this for a few days, or right? There's no consistency. There's really no momentum going on. So in this video, I want to talk about the obstacles that are keeping you from taking action, from applying things. Because I know that we all have that issue. If we didn't have the problem of not taking action, right? We know most of us, we kind of know what we need to do, but we're not doing it. So here's this video, and I think this will help you, because I'm gonna help you bring awareness to some things, and if you bring awareness to things, they can start changing. That's when the transformation happens. Awareness brings transformation. So the first obstacle is rejection. We are afraid of being rejected, of feeling these hurtful emotions. And even being embarrassed goes under that, right? We don't want to be rejected, be embarrassed. And actually to sum the first obstacle into a short word, or a couple of words, would be, we don't want to get triggered. That's the first obstacle. We don't want to be triggered, right? In our childhood, in our early years, and even when we were like, 10, 11, 12, 13, we were developing, and we had certain experiences. We had certain painful, scary experiences that were scary for us, and we didn't know how to deal with those experiences. So you can call those events and things, you can call them traumas. Traumas are not huge things, some like massive, scary, kind of stuff. These are events that were too much for you to handle. You don't know how to handle it. It was intense emotions came up, whatever happened. So we had those experiences happen to us, and now they're in our subconscious mind. They're in our body. Our subconscious mind our body is a reflection of our subconscious mind. So if we get triggered, something from the past gets triggered. So now, as we are as adults going about life, or young people, we have a strategy. We have a coping strategy. That's what our body, our mind has done to protect ourselves. And that protecting in our life looks like not taking action. Because by not taking action, by not doing certain things, by not going and talking to the girl that you find attractive, or maybe just not talking to strangers, this is a strategy, this is a coping strategy that you apply subconsciously, or your mind, your body applies subconsciously to protect you from those painful feelings from coming up. You see? So this is one example, but we don't want to get triggered. We don't want to get triggered. Okay? So that's the first obstacle. The second obstacle is our internal resistance. So this goes very well with the first point. We don't want to get triggered, and we have resistance towards what? We have resistance towards feeling emotions. So we don't want to get triggered because we don't want to feel the emotions that would come up if I put in myself in social situation, for example. If I start doing what I like, it will trigger emotions, negative emotions. You know, others won't approve of me, so it will trigger some sort of negative belief in you story, right? So we're just sitting at home and we have resistance towards life. Okay? So the second obstacle is internal resistance. And that's why it's very important that you're conscious of this resistance and you work with that resistance. And a huge part of working with the resistance is observing that resistance, being aware of that resistance, allowing the resistance to be here. If you have never done this practice of acceptance, which really is observing, allowing something to be here, in this case resistance, if you have never done it, then potentially there's a huge potential for you to grow. Because resistance, what's the main thing holding us back? It's resistance. The resistance. It's resisting the situation, but not really the situation. It's resisting the emotions that will come up. Okay? It's resisting. All kinds of different emotions might come up. Right? So it's resisting that, working with that resistance. Okay? Bringing that resistance into your awareness. Seeing it like, you can just, let's say you're at home and you kind of want to work out, right? So you just visualize yourself going to the gym, okay? And you see that your body is kind of resisting, right? And you do this inquiry. This is a literal shadow work inquiry tool. You say, I want to go to the gym. And you say it because you want to bring up the unconscious resistance. That's an inquiry. That's not an information. That's not, you're not trying to force yourself to really want to go to the gym. You're saying, I want to go to the gym. And the subconscious mind says, fuck no. I don't want to go to the gym. Hell no. Right? No, I don't want to go. Maybe the mind says, people will judge me. There's some fear that comes with that. Right? See, before you weren't aware of this resistance, you weren't aware of that stuff. Now it comes up, now you're able to observe it and start releasing it. You will start feeling more lighter. You might even go to the gym. Okay? So resistance, huge part of this reason why we're not taking action, why we're not applying. Okay? And the third reason, let's go to the third reason. Third reason is our um, beliefs. Our beliefs um, are keeping us back, holding us back. Reason we are not applying are our core beliefs that we have about ourselves, mainly about ourselves. Okay, so an example is, let's say you're a man and you want to meet women. You want to meet beautiful women, connect with them, have a good time, have a good time with them, enjoy them, right? So that's what you want to do, okay? And in order to get good at that and actually have a reality where you're meeting beautiful women, maybe you women want a girlfriend in a relationship with a great woman, inwardly and outwardly. So in order to get that result, you need to start actually meeting people. You need to start talking to girls, okay? So you're sitting at home and you know you need to go and talk to a girl, and or you're even walking on the street and you're like, okay, let me try this out. So you're walking on the street and you see a beautiful girl that you're attracted to, and you see, as you start like actually pondering that idea that, okay, I might actually go talk to her, that will, okay, probably it will trigger fear and anxiety. Okay, that's very true for me. And also what it will trigger is some kind of belief that you have about yourself. And that belief might be, nobody wants me. Right? This is just an example. Nobody wants me. No beautiful women like her want a guy like me. Okay? So that's completely subconscious. It's operating subconsciously. And if that belief is there, do you really, like, are you really going to go up to the girl if you're in this pessimistic state that nobody wants me? Beautiful women like that, they don't want me. Now it's probably gonna paralyze you, make you feel bad about yourself, put you in a really negative self-image state, right? So, limiting beliefs. That's a third obstacle. So, the solution is inner work. The solution is inner work. I myself, I'm working on this stuff, okay? Resistance for me is a huge thing, because I'm constantly resisting feeling my feelings. Just constantly, you know. But I just need to stay consistent, right? I just need to stay consistent. Even if one day I'm not taking action, the next day I will try something. I'll try to work with this resistance, do some shadow work, do some inquiry, and just try to stay consistent. The main issue for me is resistance, not wanting to feel things in my body. And also I don't want to get rejected, you know, fear of rejection. So there are things to work with for sure. So hope you got value from this video, and I think you did. I think it was valuable. I think it was a good video, and feel free to give me feedback. Leave me a comment. Just share your experience, whatever you want to share. Share them with me in the comments below. I always enjoy them. Enjoy the comments, and this is it. Thanks for watching. Okay, guys.